Welcome everyone to Lobbying Updates. Today's training will focus on the regulation changes impacting training certification for individual lobbyists in the online lobbying application. So let's get started by reviewing the key regulatory updates in regards to training certification changes. So who can certify to taking the mandatory ethics course for lobbyists and clients in LA? Effective January 1st of 2025, an individual lobbyist will no longer be required to certify their completion of the ethics training course in LA. Instead, the lobbying organization's responsible party will certify training completion on behalf of all individual lobbyists at their organization. If you are the responsible party on the organization profile and need to certify your own training completion, you will continue to use the same process you used before to certify that you have completed the ethics training in LA. So let's review how the responsible party will continue to certify training completion for themselves in LA using the current process. And then we'll go over how a responsible party at a lobbying organization will certify training completion in LA on behalf of the organization's individual lobbyists using the new process. As mentioned before, this change will go into effect on January 1st, 2025. When it comes to certifying completion of the training for yourself as the responsible party, you will continue to follow the current process by selecting the Report Training button on the dashboard, selecting the attestation checkbox, and then clicking Submit. A message stating that you have successfully submitted the training will appear at the top of the screen confirming you have reported your training completion. The new change, becoming effective January 1st, 2025, will affect how individual lobbyists certify completion of the training requirement. The change was made to streamline the certification process for individual lobbyists who are not as familiar with navigating the lobbying application. Individual lobbyists will no longer have to log into LA to certify completion of the training for themselves. Rather, the responsible party of the organization must now certify on behalf of the individual lobbyist in the training tab on the organizational profile. Then log into LA and follow these steps. On the dashboard, under Affiliated Organizations, select View next to the organization name. Then go to the Training tab, and then select the Certify Training button. If you are certifying for several individual lobbyists for the organization, you can enter in all completion dates here for each person before attesting. To add the completion date, locate each individual lobbyist and select the calendar icon to add the date in the field. Then attest and click Certify. The successfully certified the training confirmation message will appear at the top of the screen. The dates of completion will appear next to each individual lobbyist name on the training tab, and the status will display completed. After the individual lobbyist has completed the online ethics training course for lobbyists and clients, they must complete the Commission's Lobbyist Training Certification Form and send it to the responsible party for the organization. This form must be retained by the responsible party for a period of 3 years. The Commission has 2 forms that can be completed. The first is a certification form for each individual lobbyist who completed the training separately, which is the left image here. The second is a certification form for multiple individual lobbyists who have taken the training in a group setting on the same day, which can be seen in the right image here. Either form is sufficient for the responsible party to keep as a record. As always, we're here to help. Thank you for your participation today. To stay up to date with the latest colleague ethics and lobbying news and deadlines, follow us on social media.